I got an exclusive gameplay preview of the upcoming dragon game, Wings of Dawn. Something that I've covered a fair bit on this channel, and if you are new, it's an upcoming dragon game that looks pretty cool. Now, the gameplay preview was a flight demo and a showcase of the map, so do bear in mind it's a heavy work in progress. However, there should be a demo for you guys to try out when the game gets into its Kickstarter, which is coming soon. Anyways, today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this game. Timestamps for everything are on the screen now, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe, but other than that, let's dive right into it. Wings of Dawn is a dragon survival game where you'll be playing in a world full of a variety of different dragons. In fact, in the base game, outside of stretch goals, there'll be 10 different and new dragons coming to the game that will be playable to you guys, and these are 2 dragons from each of the 5 elements. So, the elements are ice, water, fire, lightning, and acid. Each element will counter another element, and it works in a kind of feedback loop. So one will counter another, one will counter another, all the way around until that original one is countered by a different one, that's countered by a different one. Kind of like that. It's confusing, but it works well. In fact, here are some of the dragons, because we have some of their dossiers, which I can show off to you guys. So the first one is the Vulcan. This is actually the one that I've been playing as in the demo and showcasing, which you probably see me playing as and flying around as. The Nerf Dart, which is a water dragon. The Celebrix, which looks like it could be an ice dragon, but looks absolutely incredible. I love the idea of it. The Icy Crown, which by the sound of its name, it's definitely an ice dragon, which looks terrifying. There's also this weird creature which looks like a water dragon as well, which I don't have a name for, however, it does look really cool. There's also the addition of the Exo Dragon and the Noctora Dragon. The Exo Dragon looks like a butterfly and it looks absolutely sick. For the dragons, there'll be a lot of features in the game. The likes of combat, adventure, seamless growth for all of you seamless growth enjoyers, and of course the ability to attack humans and plunder them in game, which brings me back to the point of, yes, there's humans in this game. Humans are planned for Wings of Dawn and they will be playable, and you'll be able to play as them in the same server as people playing as dragons. In fact, let me word it to you this way. There'll be no AI dragons in the game. There will only be players. However, I'm pretty sure there might be AI humans in the game as well as playable humans as well. The aim of the multiplayer game is to have servers with both dragons and humans, technically limiting both of them, so there'll be a limit on the dragons to make sure it's not overpowered and make sure not everyone is going as a dragon, and some people will be playing as humans to ensure there's balance. The humans will have a Rust-like building and survival setting, being able to craft, tame, farm and more, building your own bases, your own houses, like in Rust. The humans will have craftable armor as well, from knight armor to hide armor and even chitin armor, and whatever the hell this weird bug alien looking armor is as well. You'll be able to use that and craft that. Additionally, they will have their own weapons, ranging from iron, stone, copper, and stuff like that, but you'll be able to use crossbows, axes, pickaxes, swords, and everything in between. That is all the items and tools, and of course there'll be many more to come for the game. Additionally, humans will be able to trade in big trading cities, and they won't be able to team up with human dragons unless you are a nomad. A nomad is someone who will be able to team with a dragon. Only one dragon, however, you'll have to protect that dragon. When people log out in the game, their character disappears. But if you're a nomad and you're teamed with a human, so you're a nomad dragon teamed with a nomad human, your dragon will stay in the game, and it's up to the human to defend that dragon to ensure that when you're on the server, you'll be defending the human. The nomad will not be allowed in trading cities because he's technically betrayed the humans by teaming up with a dragon, and yeah, it's a very interesting idea. Additionally, there will be some mechanics or other mechanics which include an alpha and group leader mechanic. It doesn't look like you'll be able to contest to be the alpha of the group, however. And there'll be AI in the game, from small critters to tameable beasts to big scary carnivore looking things like this Venator, which looks awesome, or the little critter of the William, which is adorable, and this big buffalo looking thing, which also looks really cool. There'll be a wide range of AI in this game populating the world, which you'll be able to kill, tame, or fight against. Speaking of the world of this game, let's talk about the map. The map will feature a lot in it, from caves to different biomes and of course human structures. So far there are several different biomes on the map with forests, marsh, waterways, riverways, and of course beaches and big fat glowing caves that you can explore. Additionally, I was able to find some extra human structures which look abandoned and broken, which look really cool. I like the idea of them, and it definitely adds some character to the world. The large glowing cave when I went in it was really dark. However, we have a video from the developers which showcases what the actual cave will be like in the game. There's only a small portion of the map available through the demo that I was able to play as. That was a 4x4 look. However, the map of this game will be 16 kilometers by 16 kilometers, which is massive. That is absolutely huge. If you think about it, the Path of Titans Pandora map is 9x9, so it's like just less than double of the Path of Titans Pandora map, which is quite crazy and very big. Now we've talked about the map and the game itself, let's showcase the Trello board, the roadmap for the game, and then I'll talk about or showcase the gameplay more and talk a bit over that and talk about my experience in it. Okay, so regarding the Trello board, this is what we have so far. This is basically their closed alpha roadmap, and you can see it goes through several phases. You've got Kickstarter pre-alpha, you've got phase 1, phase 2, 3, 4, and then some dragons. So let's talk about these really quickly. The Kickstarter pre-alpha will feature basic mechanics, which are obviously listed here: ground movement and animations, basic inventory system, ability to collect resources, simple crafting system, and all that. You'll be able to play as humans in the Kickstarter pre-alpha. You'll be able to play as the Vulcan Dragon in the Kickstarter pre-alpha, and there'll be a variety of AI on the map, including the Silver Venator, the Alvus Circuta, and the Campus Antelope, which is the Antelope, the William, and the Scaife. Moving on, we've got phase 1, which is deep in the forest, which adds William once again. I don't know why William is technically in both of them. You'll get the William Warrior, which looks really cool. You'll get the Queen William, and obviously the Warrior William, so they kind of work like bees. You'll have a queen, you'll have warriors, and you'll have basic drones. Then you also get the Great Boar, the Black Death, which is a bull, the Sheldon, the Spiked Gliding Fox, the Velocci Clothing, which is like a big flightless bird, a community choice creature, which is going to be cool, and the Wailing Crane, as well as some more stuff, Fairy Grub, which look kind of weird and scary, as well as the Snow Loofah, which looks absolutely adorable. There is more features which come in the next phase, which is Rocky Fields, probably like a Grasslands update for this game. It doesn't look like there will be any playable creatures. This just looks like an AI update, and maybe a biome. So you'll get the native horse, which looks kind of like this, which looks pretty cool, I will say. You'll have the horse, which looks like a horse. I mean, that's pretty standard. Then you'll have the Titan Tortoise, which looks awesome. I love the detail of that. Kind of reminds me of the shelled things in Draconia. You'll have the Parvulus Lutum, which is a wolf kind of looking thing, or a coyote looking thing. Then you'll have the hyena, which kind of looks like some Permian creatures, like Gorgonops in a sense. I like the idea of it. Looks awesome. Then there is this thing, which is the Vatsuki, which, oh my god, that is nightmare fuel. Moving on, we've got Sandstorm Dunes, which is a sandy phase, and that would be the next phase after Rocky Fields. And there is quite a lot in this as well. You'll have the Desert William, seemingly making a return. You'll have what looks like a land shark version of the Scaife. You'll have some Glowcos, which are little geckos. You'll have the Puffer Rat, which looks pretty weird. The giant bearded arbusto, the camel, the herbivorous lizard, which looks really cool looking. A herbivorous lizard, and it also looks like it's going to pack a punch, as well as the death worm, and of course this scorpion, which a lot of people who don't like scorpions are not going to like it. Moving on, we've got the mighty jungle, which adds a whole bunch more as well. From the yokai, which kind of looks like a version of the Scaife but more forest driven. You've got a dodo, you've got the sailed skink, you've got the Aquilepia, which looks like a what are they called, like an anteater in a sense. I don't know the actual name of those creatures. But yeah, it reminds me of one of them. An emu looking thing, like a dragon emu, which looks really cool. And then moving on from there, sloth, suksuk. I mean, that's definitely not how you say it. The guardio, the hypno lemur, the devil cassowary, which, oh my god, 1 second. That looks metal. You've got the baby there, you've got the female there, and you've got the male, which looks absolutely terrifying. Then, of course, let's move onwards. The jungle lizard big boy is also there as well. Then we get to see some of the dragons as well, which are going to be in the game. These are all the ones that I've pretty much talked about already, apart from the Kirin Rapidantis, which will be a horse dragon, which you'll be able to play as, which is pretty cool, as well as Fragilis Corium, which I also don't think I've talked about, but there it is as well. And that looks like the roadmap for the alpha as the game, and it's going to be starting with the Kickstarter pre-alpha. That looks like what they're going to be focusing on first: the humans, the dragon, and then some AI. Then they're going to move onwards from there. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts. So, Wings of Dawn. What's my opinion so far? Well, of course, as the demo doesn't really have too much to show, I don't really have that much of an opinion to share about it. The game has got a very ambitious and dedicated dev team as well, with very ambitious plans to go with it, and if it does complete all of these aims, it could become a very, very strong dragon game. It could outcompete the likes of Draconia or Day of Dragons, or fill that gap that Emberfall has left. In fact, this game is probably closer to what Emberfall would have been, because that game is the only game that planned to have humans. So we finally do have a game that does replace Emberfall, and that is Wings of Dawn. And so far, each of the dragon games kind of sit in their own different niche, which is very nice. I like how this game does bring in dragons and humans to the same environment, allows the humans to play like that of any other survival game that has animals in it, or other players, like Rust, Ark, and other games like that, whereas the dragons can play like a dragon survival game like Draconia, or like the dinosaur survival games in the sense of Path of Titans, the Isle and Beast of Bermuda is basically like that, with a mix of humans and dragons. The game's idea sounds good, and it's definitely something we'll have to wait and see on how it performs in the future. Kickstarter for the game is coming out soon, and I do recommend you making your own opinion, playing the demo that it will be free, and then making your own opinion and judging whether to donate and back the game. And yeah, that's all I have to say about Wings of Dawn. It's an exciting aspect, a cool new game to come out, and I hope you enjoyed this new exclusive gameplay preview to go along with it. I enjoyed taking part, and I do want to say a big thank you to the developers for allowing us to take part in this test, and I do want to say the developers definitely have an ambition for this game. Anyways, I'll leave all the links in the description for this game. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below, and yeah, that is Wings of Dawn. And there we have it, everybody. That is Wings of Dawn. Let me know your thoughts about this upcoming dragon game in the comments down below. What do you think about it? I'd love to know. Anyways, guys, feel free to subscribe if you are new for more content like this. Path of Titans content will be returning, of course. I have some nice videos to share with you all regarding that game. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.